And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans, droids, all you beautiful Kia and Mundi coneheads. I hope you guys are ready for your weekend. Talking's a hard thing, my friends. Come on. Why more word when less better? I feel like that's still too many words. People, hope you guys are looking forward to your weekend. If it's already the weekend because you have time traveling capabilities, if there are winning lottery numbers, you tell me what they are. People, today to get your weekend rocking and rolling, we got to talk about how CG is going mad on a physical, emotional, spiritual level, my friends. I want to go over this quick, funny post that I thought was funny from Capital Games. And then we're going to talk about the next part of the big update that dropped this week with the new Oppo shenanigans. I want to go over some of this datacron stuff. The focused datacrons Echo Rebellion, they are crazy expensive. People, again, are asking CG, we know you're mad, but have you gone mad even more? Well, let's get over here. Let's have a conversation. Let's quickly talk about the funny post first. I don't know why. I've seen pretty much every single Galaxy Heroes post since the game basically came out in 2015, and this was one of the funniest. I don't know, it gave Kanye type of Twitter energy where he's just tweeting the most mad thing ever, whatever's on his mind, when he's mad, when he's happy, whatever it is, he's tweeting it out there. Well, or is it Xing? It's X now, right? Are you Xing it out there? Whatever, we don't got time for that shenanigans. But we had this funny, important message. Hello, Hollow Table Heroes. As a reminder, we take fraudulent behavior seriously. We will investigate and remove people from SWGOH who are found participating in these acts. The SWGOH dev team. All right, which one of you guys ended up beating one of these developers in Grand Arena? But the joke is they don't play Grand Arena, so it can't be that, right? I don't know, maybe someone took their Cheerios. I don't know, whatever it is, you know who you are. You made CG really mad on the physical level, my friends. I don't know what this is in reference to. I've seen so many theories floating around. I don't think it's because of hacking. I don't know. It's so vague. It like puts everyone in shock and like worries. Like, are they talking about me? I know I used a crazy cup counter the other day. Is it me? I don't know. Other speculation. You know, people have like under the table custom builds of Galaxy of Heroes. I don't know if it's in regards to that. I get the vibe that maybe someone like charged back $100,000 of in-game charges. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Some crazy energy out there. And guess what? You guys are, whoever did this, you're so important. You got a dedicated forum post. I mean, come on. That means you're important, right? Anyways, this is the mad on the physical level. Now we got to ask, are they mad on an emotional and spiritual level? And that comes with the focus datacrons. Now, I know we were mostly focused on Oppo this week, and the big thing as well, it's kind of hard to focus on these focus datacrons. Yay! Get it? I know, I'll see myself out the door in a bit here. They're crazy, hella expensive. Long story short, to build up one of these new focus datacrons, it's the cost of 4 level 9s. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll do one on my Oppo stream. Let's do our testing. You know, I'll spend some crystals, and I generally don't like spending a ton of resources on datacrons. And well, it's even too expensive to even do that. And let me just show you guys real quick. And I'm gonna dismantle my previous datacrons now that we're in the final Grand Arena, final territory. Safe to dismantle them. I'll see how far I can upgrade one of these datacrons. But here's the info on how much it costs to level one up. It would cost 28.375 million data cash currency. That felt weird to say. 28,375,000 sounds better. Of the data cash currency. Yeah, that's a lot. You're gonna need 980 of the Mark III Acubins, 590 of the Mark II, and then 340 of the Mark I. So, yeah, that's a lot more. Again, basically, if you want to just like you do the quick math, it's basically 4 level 9s or 1 level 15 of choice yours. I don't know if it's as simple as that. Let's go take a closer look at them. I'm gonna just be straight out with this. I told you guys when I first saw the news, like, oh, this is cool. This is what we've been kind of asking for, because one of the biggest problems of datacrons, I mean, you see it multiple times on stream. When I try to re-roll something, or when you guys are re-rolling something, you might not get what you want. Like, I've tried re-rolling this. You know, let's just try to make a point. Let's see. I'm gonna. Do we have any of the? There we go. I think. Is that enough? Yeah, perfect. All right, so I can try to make a quick point here. So look, let's say, for example, I really want this to be the evasion. I don't know how many times I re-rolled it. You can see I'm at 80, so I've maxed out the highest cap of the re-roll materials. I can't get what I want. Let's see, watch, I'm gonna get it now because I'm making a video. I'm trying to make a point here. Let's see what we got. And of course I get it now. But I didn't get it the first several times I was trying to level up this datacron. But anyways, you know the feeling. Trying to re-roll datacrons, not getting what you want, it's a bad feeling. And it sucks because you might have bad luck, not get the stuff. And it's not like we have unlimited re-rolls, unlimited materials where, just keep re-rolling it. It costs additional currencies, the actual re-roll materials crystals to refresh inside of Conquest. So if this was an unlimited, resource where you could just, no money, no crystals needed, who cares? But the problem is there is no unlimited resource. I mean, I guess if you got your grandma's 3 wacky numbers, I guess it could be unlimited. So this is the biggest problem with datacrons, and it sucks when you don't get what you want, but your opponents get it. I mean, what are we playing at this point? It's not fair. So focused datacrons in general sounds like a cool solution to not have to worry about missing out on certain key datacrons, right? Yeah, because it was especially Darth Sidious is coming around this season. Everyone wants to get Darth Sidious. Will you actually get him? Well, you better hope and pray to RNGesus is kind to you. But if with the focus datacron, you know what you're getting, you're guaranteed to get it. However, the big problem is, of course, you need to go and pick them up inside of the episode shipments, which is 10,000 just for one of them. So right there alone, if you're free to play, it's likely going to be very difficult to pick up a focus datacron, especially if you're trying to make sure you're not falling behind an Omicrons and Chirotech. Now that they changed the Galactic Challenge system, you have to decide where do you spend the currency from that. And it sucks that they put you in this predicament. It would have been nice if you still get this normally, and then you can maybe buy this additionally. But now if you want to stay on top of Omicrons, Chirotech, for most players, that's a lot of currency right there. And a lot of people might not get this unless you buy the episode pass, which gives you additional currency, or the episode pass plus, which I've never bought, which allows you to speed things up even faster, get a bunch of currency, and then you quickly get to that final crate, which keeps spilling more and more and more of the currency into your inventory. So it's not gonna be very free to play friendly in that regard. I was hoping that maybe they were gonna maybe replace the whole current datacron system and just make every datacron like a guaranteed skill path, basically. And maybe one day they'll do it. But it took us 3 years to get to this point, so I'm not really counting on that happening. But I like the concept of not having to worry about rerolls. You know what you're getting, and it gives you a chance. I think, especially if you're someone that's maybe not engaging in datacrons much, wouldn't you rather get one guaranteed datacron? And it's actually, again, I think we have to talk about a few other things, but I'm jumping ahead here. Wouldn't you rather get one guaranteed datacron that you know is something good and you have and you want? Whereas how many datacrons, I should have pulled up my free-to-play account. I got datacron level 9s. It's I don't even have the characters. So you see the problem. So you're spending resources, you might not even get the full utilization out of it. So with the focus datacrons, I know I said basically the cost of maxing out one of these, which has 15 levels compared to the 9 of the other, it's basically 4 level 9 datacrons. So, you look at, these 4 up here, it's basically 4 of those instead of just one. But it's not as simple as that. They're bundling several other level 9 datacron things. Like, for example, this level 3 here, this kind of acts like a level 9 datacron of the old versions, or the normal variants, I should say. We're still having both systems right now, so it's not like we're replacing the old and with the new. We have both simultaneously, hence why we have 2 different folders for them. But you kind of got this Cursant thing. It basically makes Cursant a viable tank for Dr. Aphra. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice, right? Then you have your typical thing, this would be a level 6 normally, but again, now you have another level 9 here for Trip. And then you have a level 3 type of thing here at this doubt situation. And then you have Dr. Aphra's at level 15. So this is 3 level 9 datacrons sort of bundled into one. So I don't know if it's a fair comparison to say that one level 15 is the cost of 4.9 when that one level 15 sort of has the 3 level 9 abilities in there, if you understand. But it varies. For example, let's take a look at the Boba Fett Sign of Django one, then we'll upgrade one of them. This one doesn't have 3 level 9s. This one basically has 2. It's got a Fennec and Boba Fett Sign of Django, and long story short, kind of turns Boba Fett Sign of Django and Fennec into a Darth Bane-like team. As you can see from that level 15 from Boba, if at the start of the encounter there are no Empire Galactic Legends and Fennec Shand is the only ally, boom, look at all that crazy stuff you get. Seems pretty cool, right? Seems like a lot of fun. Maybe I'll get some use out of Boba Fett Sign of Django this season. Have to wait and see. So I said 3 level 9s for the other one. I'm just showing it's not the case for the other one. We have a Harrison Dula one, which has 3 level 9 things. You have a Kanan Jarrus, you have yourself an Ezra Bridger, and a Harrison Dula. So it's an interesting proposition. It's incredibly expensive. And I actually was curious. We got big spenders in this game. Again, it's how do all these people show up? Obviously, they're going to the Camino to clone themselves, right? So we don't need to beat around the bush here. Same thing with the game. The game's got to make money to be alive. How's the game making money? Well, you have big spenders out there keeping the lights on, so most people can play this game for free. But I want to check some of the biggest accounts, some of the biggest spenders. are they like full on investing in them? Like, let me just show you real quick. It's right now difficult, especially a couple days ago, to build these datacrons up well because we don't have conquest up and running, and the only way to really do some sort of upgrade on these is dismantling these, which we will in a moment, or go into the shipments and try to buy all the stuff now, which is not a very cheap procedure. Let's just show you real quick. If I was to buy all the stuff right now, let's say without dismantling, so we need 980 Mark IIIs. Let's go pull up the greatest calculator of all time. So we need 980 Mark IIIs. And then if we want to buy them here, where are they at? Yeah, 1200, right? So let's go pull up the calculator, divide that by 50. Okay, you need to buy that 19 times 19, right? Times 1200. So right there alone, assuming my napkin math is correct, that's like 22,000 crystals just for the Mark IIIs. We'd even talk about the Mark IIs, which at least the Mark IIIs, you can kind of pick them up with shard shop currency, right? You can't pick up Mark IIs outside of Conquest with shard shop currency, although you could use ally points. So it would be very expensive. And I was curious because, a lot of people, especially big spenders, one of the ways to quickly differentiate your account and get an advantage is buying the new set before the last Grand Arena lock-in. And, so I took a look at, for example, Mithron Yoroto's Nomad's account, and you can see they didn't quite max them out yet. So they have a level 10 Afro, but they didn't go all the way. But you see, they do have several level 9s that they've maxed out. Here's the Boba Fett sign of Django 1, to Hera 1, to Zalbar 1. They've only taken it to level 6. So they're so expensive that not many of our biggest spenders are upgrading right away. Same thing here. We have a shout out to Chiss Empire. We have level 12 for Boba Fett, level 10 for Afra, but they have a couple level normal datacrons leveled up already. So it kind of shows you how people are already immediately looking at it. They'll max out the other ones, but they're not too sure if it's worth putting all the effort into one datacron. And keep in mind, these new datacrons are kind of like a bundle. They might be bundling stats, level 3, 6, 9 abilities that you're not too crazy about. And then we have Pumper, I think is the only one that I found immediately that had a maxed out Dr. Afra one. They probably, I'm guessing, they probably just dismantled their previous set. I would be surprised if they spent 20, 30,000 crystals on it, but I could be wrong. And then they're working on the Boba Fett sign of Django 1. So you can see that a lot of these big spenders, they're doing the old datacrons, but to get these new ones up and running without Conquest running, yeah, it's a little bit expensive. So, all right, so now it's our turn. We just locked in for the last territory war. We're in the last week of Grand Arena. So I figured, all right, why don't we go ahead, try to see if we can max out one of them. I'll tell you which one I'll upgrade for now. It's always kind of tough to, especially this early on, like which one should you max out right away? It's like, we kind of need to see some gameplay to really understand it. But anyways, let's go dismantle all these old ones. We are, again, we locked in for the last territory, so my datacrons are ready to go. My Grand Arena already has them locked in, so no need to hold on to them, especially when next week there's no territory and Grand Arena. All right, 3, 2, 1, dismantle it. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. I don't know, like, you see, here's the problem. It's like, oh man, I don't want to start this into a whole conversation about datacrons and the things I don't like about it. Man, doesn't make me happy seeing the conversion process there. All right, so there we go. All those old ones gone. All right, so now we can focus on the new. So out of these datacrons, the one I was kind of interested in the most was Dr. Afra. It seemed like it might make her a little bit better on defense potentially. I also like the idea of making Chrysanthemum kind of a viable tank. I kind of wish that's how it always was. But the fact that she can't be targeted when there are other active dark side droid allies seems kind of nice, right? Although I'm not gonna lie, I would love to try out this Boba Fett sign of Django thing. And when Conquest comes up, I'll probably level up the rest of these as well. When we get into the next Conquest cycle and I can actually farm this stuff free to play, not having to spend, 30,000 crystals or whatever it might be. But doing the Fennec Sham Boba duo sounds like a lot of fun, especially for territories. I know I said the TW where the Zalbar thing, this level 3, surprisingly enough, is going to be a big deal. And this is a lot easier to build up a level 3. Big deal for Grand Arena. I don't see anything in Zalbar's Omicron that prevents mission from reviving. So in 3v3 Grand Arena, which the Zalbar Omicron's amazing of Darth Revan in that regard, if you can get mission to revive, it makes it hard to cheese the Darth Revan Zalbar combo. So that could be interesting. This level 15, probably a bigger deal for 5v5 Grand Arena to keep getting Juhani taunt. She keeps taking all those crazy bonus turns, shedding off the taunt, all that jazz. So I thought that was interesting as well. And then the Harrison Duel one seems okay. Seems all right. Maybe for territories, it could be a lot of fun. I like that she gives guard to herself and Kanan and kind of spreads it across the Phoenix. Seems like a lot of fun. But for me, I don't know, I got a soft spot for Afra. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Dr. Afra's. Let's see how far we can go. I have enough data cache currency. Again, let's pull up how expensive these are. We have enough. I don't think I'm going to have enough Mark IIIs. And again, Oh man, I know I'm not gonna have enough. I know, like how much? I only got. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Well, anyways, let me just show you how far it goes. So I deleted an entire set of all the datacrons I put. Again, it's not. I never had a maxed out datacron inventory, but still, it's like I dismantled however many level 9s it was. I can't even max out one of these. Then that's why I'm like, are you mad? All right, well, let's go ahead. We're gonna upgrade it. Let's see how far we can go. And again, you know what you're getting. There's no re-rolling. The stats are locked in. And that's the beauty of this. So for some people that might not want to have to roll 4 level 9s and might not get what you want, maybe you can be like, oh, I have Phoenix, I have Afra. I'd rather just invest in this one. I know what I'm getting, and I don't gotta bother with the rest. And here's where we're gonna have some problems moving forward. And now, of course, I can go ahead. No, there should be some. Oh, did I already pick it up? Did I already pick it up at Shark Shop Currency? No, did I already do it? Well, oh yeah, they got data. I already picked one up here. And again, I really don't want to have to spend crystals, but okay, let's just say for the sake of the video, even if I bought, oh gosh, let's just make the point. Even if let's say I bought both of these right now. I still would not have enough to max this out. So just know, this really just shows, like again, I can't even get past this. So I still need to farm a bunch of these, and I'm gonna have to farm even more of these. Once Conquest shows up, I park in Sector 4 and I just farm that treasure node basically for an entire week. But it's like, man, I'm still short. What is that? 110, another 115, 125. I mean, shoot, we got a lot of these that we're gonna need, people. Again, look at that. 980 of those needed. So yeah, they're expensive. It's not for everyone to just buy them all and max them out. It's gonna be difficult. I'm curious if, can I max out these and still get a couple level 9s? I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna experiment for the first time myself when Conquest shows up, but just want to show you. These aren't that cheap. And again, I nuked my entire set that's about to be dismantled anyways next week, and not even enough to max out one of them. So yeah, not the greatest feeling. But you know, you guys let me know. Again, I'm gonna try to keep an open mind when it comes to these. I appreciate they're trying to make steps to improving datacrons, making them more accessible, but boy, it's already unfortunate how you have to acquire these datacrons through the new episode shipments. Would have been nice if I could just farm them in Conquest, and then the crazy amount of cost, but I understand it's kind of like a couple level 9s merged into one, but still very expensive. And I guess you don't have to spend credits on re-roll materials, right? You guys let me know, 4 level 9s or 1 level 15. We'll have to wait and see what this does to the whole Grand Arena Territory War landscape. But even some of the biggest whales are like, yeah, that's a little expensive to put these together right now. That's gonna wrap it up for today, my friends. Wow, I'm just CG again. It's not a good feeling. Even before Focus Datacrons, when I would dismantle a previous set, I would be lucky to get 1 level 9. It's like, that's not a good feeling. Like if I got rid of like 10 level 9s, I only got 1. It doesn't really feel all that good. I feel like at that point, don't even give me the refund. Okay, I'm kidding though. Anyways, what I'm not kidding is I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, my friends. Interesting things going on in Galaxy of Heroes. I think people have been pretty excited about Oppo. We got 3 more Darkside clone troopers around the corner. We have ourselves the new Nightfall era battle coming up next week. So keep your eyes peeled, your tactical scanner sharpened. And until we meet again, I need you guys to always remember, it's a very simple rule, and that it's how it's great to be in the Empire today.
It's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.